So hello gamers, today I'm going to be showing you the best setup for the KSG12 in Phantom Forces. The KSG12 is arguably one of the least versatile guns in the entire game. It has a terrible one-hit kill range, but it has a lot of bullets. It shoots decently fast for what it is, and honestly, it's just one of the most fun guns in the entire game to use, at least in my opinion. Also, for the guns kind of like it, it does do a lot of damage, 32 to 17 instead of something like 28 to 17 or something like that. But yeah, let's get into the best attachment setup for this gun. For optic, anything really works. I used to use Delta, but then I switched to Coyote. Also, for a while, I used the backup sight. I have 141 kills on this. This is kind of like a different version of the irons already on the gun. It's pretty cool. If you look right now, it's like a Keltec kind of sight, and then you go to the backup sight, and it's kind of similar. I don't know. It worked really well, but I'm going to use Coyote sight now. For barrel, there's only really a couple of barrels that really work. First off, since it's a pump action, the muffler is pretty viable. Personally, I use the muzzle brake, but there's really no reason to use this. It doesn't really affect the recoil enough to where it's actually a big deal. I just use it because I don't have the muffler or anything else. Muzzle booster has no effect. And KSG25 barrel will make you walk really slow, have less reserve, but you will have a massive, yeah, you can actually see the tubes are going out way farther due to this barrel. I think it actually lowers the range that you'll one hit because it makes your damage ranges kind of suck, I think. It's not a big deal. I don't know. I feel like it's not really worth the reduced walk speed, and the capacity isn't really needed at that point. It's insane the amount of capacity that you have at that point. But for underbarrel, make sure not to use like skeleton grip. It will make your spread a little bit worse. Basically, all the grips aren't really that effective on a shotgun, so I just use a green laser and then a second green laser for other, because what else would you use here? There's like nothing actually worth it. You know, a canted ACOG, who even cares? Flechette is actually pretty viable. The reason I say that is because it still does 25.6 instead of what others do, which is like 22 now, because they really made Flechette like a lot worse damage. This way you can still 4 pellet kill, so the gun won't actually feel that much more weak, and you'll get the pen, which is nice. You also get a little bit more max damage range, but it's actually going to make your 4 pellet kill a lot weaker because you get 10 more studs of max damage range, but because you lose about like 6 or 7 damage, you actually still have less 4 pellet kill range. But if you care about the ridiculous amount of pen that you're going to get, which is 1.5, which is about as much as a 5.56 gun with armor piercing, then that could actually be pretty nice. But yeah, personally, I run Coyote sight, muzzle brake, green laser, and green laser. Those are just some attachment ideas. This is not the best map for this. Oh, I actually got to kill them. If you shoot this at max RPM, it can actually shoot really fast. Overall, the reload time is super slow if you're going to reload 14 shells, but if you fire like 6 shells and then reload, or 3 shells and then reload, it's not actually going to be that long, which is nice. But as you can see, ooh, that took 3 shots. It's not going to be like very good at range. Holy, you'll need to hit some follow-up shots if you're not like point blank range, but if you are point blank range, this actually does one hit. It's really interesting. I feel like it one hits better than like a lot of shotguns at close range. But yeah, personally, I recommend you run sight, but you can also just alt aim it or just hip fire with it. I said this in my 100 tips and tricks video. It's not really that important to aim down sights with a shotgun. Personally, I do. Or alt aim it. I never really hip fire, even though I just could do that and it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But yeah, whatever floats your boat, honestly. That should have probably been a kill, but that guy stole it. Would have been a very nice kill as well. Since this shotgun isn't super fast shooting, but it's decently fast shooting, it has a large capacity, and it's also a rank 1 gun, it is very good for new players. Make sure to run a secondary like that. That way you can actually kill people. Ooh. If you think you can run like a Serbu shotgun with a suppressor as your secondary with this gun, I mean, you can. I definitely don't recommend you do that though. But yeah, overall, this is one of my favorite shotguns in the game. I think probably my second favorite. Oh, come on, dude. 1 HP, really? Oh yeah, also slugs is pretty good, but don't use like birdshot or rubber pellets. They won't be that good. Slugs though is actually pretty viable. Actually, maybe more viable than the regular ammo, because you probably will one hit more as long as you're just accurate. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, gamers. If you guys enjoyed, please like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.